Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Acupuncture is My Life. Now, I don't want to say I'm glad I'm done with this series on certain types of foods that can kill your sex drive. I mean, I actually enjoy doing it, and I've received an overwhelming amount of messages on the Acupuncture is My Life app inquiring about foods that I hadn't discussed. And I'll say it again, see an acupuncturist. Okay? And that's part of the purpose of Acupuncture is My Life podcasts, is to get you to understand the many benefits of acupuncture, as well as convince you, I must say, to see an acupuncturist. I mean, I've yet to get a message on the app or receive an email or hear from anyone in any way saying, "Doc, I hate you. I wish I never saw an acupuncturist because acupuncture is horrible." Never. I have not to date. Okay? And I'm enjoying that track record. But today I want to sort of change tracks a little. All right. And I want to respond to a message over podcast as requested. The individual, and she's from Brazil. She'd recommended or asked if I can respond with regard to this topic in a future podcast instead of messaging her back, which is cool. You can do that too. Download the app. It's free. It's so many benefits to owning it. And you can contact us here at Acupuncture is My Life with regard to any question you may have. Now, she wanted to know, are there any side effects to giving up alcohol altogether? And in answer to her question, yes, there are. So I decided to dedicate an episode as asked of me by her in answering her question, among others that she had with regard to alcohol, because I speak on it so much, and there are individuals that do get upset when I ask that they stop drinking. Alcohol is not good for you. It's a form of poison. Now, there are those that understand and do agree and have done their own research. And, they've been long-term drinkers and have stated in the messaging section on the app that, they're going to find it tough giving up alcohol, but they're going to try. Because understand something. You're a long-term drinker, you develop chemical dependency on alcohol. And I'm noticing globally that there's this resurgence of individuals who are attempting to cut out alcohol altogether. And this is why I decided to entertain the request from the young lady from Brazil in discussing the side effects of doing so. So that many individuals are aware. And one of the main side effects of giving up alcohol is you'll get a better night's sleep. Because just the tiniest amount, just one glass of alcohol or one can or one whatever can disrupt sleep quality, and I've stated this in many episodes. Albeit alcohol can be considered a sedative, having this poison in your system, as well as the process of your body, your liver, your kidneys just trying to get rid of it, can cause a variety of different problems, like fragmented sleep patterns, insomnia, and even more, possibly even more serious sleep issues. You'll notice some immediately, some a few days later, some maybe a week or two later, that your sleep patterns will change for the better once you give up alcohol. Okay? That's one of the side effects. Another is weight loss. Because alcohol is full of empty calories. Okay? It's loaded with empty calories. And guess what else? Consuming alcohol can drastically slow down your metabolism. You see, alcohol has the ability to decrease the fat burning process in a person's belly. And this is where you'll notice these chronic alcohol drinkers tend to, for lack of a better way to put it, look pregnant when they're not. And that's including men as well. You ever see these guys walking around looking 46 weeks pregnant? It's really no such thing, but, you know, and their bellies, and it's like, sometimes I want to scream, like, dude, you're living in the danger zone, like, every day. That is not good to walk around like that. You know, and sometimes I want to ask, are you seeing a physician annually? You can't be, because they'll strongly recommend that you look to lose weight. A lot would even recommend you see an acupuncturist. But it's so important. This is part of why I say it's important to see a physician on an annual basis for regular checkups and make regular wellness visits with an acupuncturist. You should not be walking around looking as if you're pregnant when you're not, and especially if you're a male. And it's a matter of opinion. This is how I feel. It's just how I see it. You shouldn't be. And the biggest cause of that can be attributed to alcohol drinking and the decrease in his fat burning process in the belly as a result of drinking alcohol. So take a moment and think about that. But yet another serious side effect of no longer drinking alcohol is no more hangovers. Your days of hangovers are like behind you. Now, how terrible is that? Doesn't that sound terrible? Doesn't it? Think about it. There's no more nausea, no more headaches. There's no more tiredness, feeling in the mornings after drinking, or a heavy night of drinking. Not even a heavy night, but what you may consider moderate drinking. Your mood is feeling much, much better. Your level of productivity goes back up. Wow, doesn't that really sound bad? Take a moment and just think about that. Really, really, really give that some thought. How bad is that? You have to understand something, just as an acupuncturist does. Health is wealth. The wealth, it's not in your wallet. It's not in your purse. It's not in your pocket. The wealth is not under the mattress. The wealth is not in an app on your phone. It's not in the bank. It's not in the safe. It's not in a cryptocurrency account. The wealth is not under the doghouse in the backyard, nor is it in a shoebox in the closet. The wealth is in you. And I know you already know that. And part of it is why you listen to Acupuncture's My Life podcasts. So I'm aware that you already know this. But let's see, what's another side effect of giving up alcohol? Oh, your blood pressure goes down in a good way, normalizes to where it should be. Yeah, it's another side effect. Improved blood pressure, especially in those who are heavy drinkers. Why? Because I've stated this in the past. Drinking alcohol tends to raise a person's blood pressure. And you would know this if you were seeing a physician, again, on an annual basis, because your physician should tell you that. Your acupuncturist is definitely going to tell you that. But your physician should advise you, in my opinion, to stop drinking altogether. Because drinking alcohol is a major reason as to why so many individuals have high blood pressure and they have no clue. Yeah. It's only to your benefit to see an acupuncturist for regular wellness visits. But I will tell you this, there are some really dangerous alcohol withdrawal symptoms. And this is why when you're ready to give it up, it's best to sit with an acupuncturist so that they can administer a protocol to suppress your addiction, among other things, to just wean you out of that way of being, desiring alcohol, wanting to drink alcohol. There are some withdrawal symptoms, such as, let's say, withdrawal associated seizures, which are basically like general tonic-clonic convulsions. And that usually occurs somewhere within, I would say, 14 to 48 hours after your last drink. It can occur as soon as like 3 hours after your last drink, depending on how much your history was drinking, with regard to how long you've been drinking and how many drinks per day. But these seizures usually occur in individuals with a long history of chronic alcoholism. And this usually happens like to individuals in their 40s and 50s that decide, all right, hey, this is enough. This is it. No more. They can experience that. So if you've gotten to your 40s and 50s or even 60s and you decided, or older, and you decided to let it go, see an acupuncturist immediately. See an acupuncturist. And in a healthful manner, you'll be guided through that process. And of course, you'll fall in love with your acupuncturist, and in falling in love with your acupuncturist, you'll make acupuncture a part of your life. Because acupuncture is my life. What's yours?